Utah! I love that. Thank you so much. We feed off energy, so I love it. The more energy you give comedians, the more we give back to you. So one more time, just really, let's do it. How you feeling tonight? Thank you. It gives me a kick. Thank you so much. I think I just injured myself. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a question for the group. I want you guys to be honest. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I want y'all to be totally honest. How many people, by a round of applause, think I look like Beaker from the Muppets? Come on, right now. Thank you. Have you guys ever seen that movie with Tom Hanks? It's called Castaway. Round of applause. Who thinks I look like Wilson the volleyball? Wilson! Thank you. I'll be honest with you, my friends. Every time people tell me I look like somebody, it's never anybody normal. Yeah, they're usually not even a human. It's always a cartoon, like Jimmy Neutron. Or Johnny Bravo. Thank you, Mama. Or the Slim Jim dude. Or Phineas and Ferb. Somebody's got kids, all right. I've heard them all, man. I've heard Sonic the Hedgehog, Bart Simpson, Beavis. Thank you, man. That was the ugly one. Somebody told me I look like Rascal Flatts if they were anorexic. Life is a highway. I'm gonna puke. For those who didn't get that reference, don't worry, I'll explain. Rascal Flatts is a country band. I'll be honest, I don't listen to a whole lot of country music, but that's just because I went to college. Oh, come on! Shut up and laugh, white people. It's a joke. I say that joke just to mess with the country music fans. Y'all actually took that joke pretty well there, Utah. I'm proud of you. You know who did not appreciate that country music joke at all? Texas. Oh, man, 5 months ago, I'm in Houston, Texas, rocking a show live. I busted out that country music joke. All I saw in the back of the room was an angry cowboy hat pop up and go, "Hey, get a haircut, you little wussy." I was like, "Relax, officer." That lady was nuts. Everybody get it? It was a woman. All right. All right, good. Yeah, people always tell me I look like something weird. This is embarrassing, but it's true. You know who else I get? You know those giant inflatable balloon dudes? In front of car dealerships that blow in the wind? This guy... Thank you very much. Claude Stuart, full of hot air. This is awesome, man. I'm excited. I'm here at Dry Bar Comedy. This is really exciting for me. I love performing all over. I did this recently. I kept myself busy last week. Just got done binge watching The Walking Dead. Yeah, not the show. I was on a cruise ship. Oh, come on. Come on. You guys are the youngest folks I've seen in a long time. I love doing shows. I love traveling. I did this, man, about 5 weeks ago. This was really fun. I went overseas, and I was doing a little USO tour, entertaining the troops, entertaining the military. You can give it up for the troops. That's fun for you. Thank you. If you didn't clap, you're a terrorist. USA. Thank you, baby. All right. That's my sister. It was fun, man. At the end of the tour, I was in Korea with the troops, right? I bought a shirt in Korea, and the tag on the shirt said, "Made here." That's a toughie. Take your time, Utah. Don't worry, they didn't get that in Texas at all. I love performing, though. I do, man. I went there overseas. Right before that, I was in Las Vegas working at a casino. And there was this woman protesting the casino, too. Yeah, before I hit the stage, this crazy lady runs up to me. She's got a sign. She's really red faced. She's out of breath. She goes, "Sir, I need to warn you, before you set foot in that building, 80% of the people in that casino have a gambling problem." I was like, "Well, honey, I bet you $100 it's higher." Hit me! I like watching you guys. Is he gonna land on us? That was a lot of fun doing that. And tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Claude, by the way. I am a fairly skinny guy. I'm 5'11". Well, with my hair, I'm 6'3". I am 5'11" and 134 pounds. Yeah, these are supermodel statistics. Female supermodel statistics. My name is Claude. Like I said, I'm originally from another country, different country. Perhaps you've heard of it, Mississippi. Control your jealousy. We're not known for our smarts in Mississippi. Most people in Mississippi think Shakespeare is a fishing technique. You got it, good. Could you guys please explain that to that side of the room? I love you guys, I do. You just looked very confused for a second there. They all just stared at me like an Amish family in a Radio Shack. It's okay, you can laugh at the Amish jokes. They're not here. I like to have fun, though. I do, ladies and gentlemen. And I am from Mississippi. Here's the thing. They got their own language in Mississippi. Like, you'll only hear this conversation in Mississippi right here. "Hey, man, y'all want a Coke?" "Heck yeah." "What kind?" "Dr. Pepper." "All right, I'll take a sweet tea Coke." Why not, man? My parents are from Mississippi. I love my parents. My mom, she's got that cute Southern accent. But my mother teaches grammar. So that means every time I talk to her, she corrects me. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, you know? I'm on the phone. "Hey, Mom, I'm sorry. I'm tired. I got to go lay down." You're not going to lay down. You're going to lie down. "Mom, you need to go get lied." We good? Everybody good? It's okay, Prua. It's all right. Kids don't get it. TV friendly. We're good. Back over the line. There we go. You guys are funny, though, too, man. Some of you guys saw us filming that thing right outside, right before the show. A couple of you came up to me. You looked kind of excited. You walked up, you pointed, and you go, "Ha! You must be the comedian." How'd you solve that mystery, Matlock? Something in this area right here? Well, hey, at least you expect this haircut from a comedian. I mean, let's be honest. There's certain jobs that you don't want the person to have this hairdo. Like your doctor. Could you imagine you're about to get some major surgery, you're in the hospital, you're a little nervous, the door swings open, I kick it open, I come in there rocking a lab cot and this hairdo, right? "How you doing? I'm your doctor." Help me out. What are we doing today? Am I putting something in or taking something out? Gotta go. Just tore something. I don't know. I tell you this, I'm a big history buff, you know? And I was reading this book about Einstein. They got a lot of his quotes in the book. Einstein had a really cool quote. He said, "The definition of insanity is doing the exact same thing over and over and expecting a different result." Yeah, Einstein said that to his third wife. Who's crazy now, Al? I'm a big fan of marriage, though, man. I'm a happily married man. I got a beautiful wife at home and a beautiful baby boy. He just turned 5 years old. How about a round of applause for me keeping him alive? Aggressive. I'm excited to be a first-time daddy, man. I love being a dad. I really do. But sometimes it makes me nervous because my wife is smart. She's super smart. She said to me recently, she goes, "Oh, my goodness, what are we going to do if our child grows up to be a genius?" I was like, then I guess I'm not the father. I'm not that smart. Yeah. My wife is very environmental. She wants to save the planet, and I'm on board with that. I am. But every time I take her to a nice restaurant, she asks the waiter all these weird, annoying questions, you know? She's always like, is your salmon wild? Is your chicken free range? The waiter always looks at me like, is your wife crazy? This is Denny's in Mississippi. You're lucky there's silverware. Oh, really? There's a bipolar? Yeah, did you hear that? Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Hello, she's like, I'm fine with any window, but you leave silverware out of this, buddy. Let me get a line in the room tonight. I can't see all your faces. If this applies to you, let's make a little bit of noise. How many people, by a round of applause, have children? Come on, where are the mamas and daddies? Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, it's hard, you know. I mean, listen, you got to make big choices when you have a baby, don't you? Oh, my wife and I got together. We decided before she gave birth, we decided that we were going to get the epidural. Yes, we used the epidural, and thank goodness, because I needed it. I get a little stressed sometimes. I mixed it with bourbon. It was awesome. Yes, I got my own birth shot. It's called an Epi Fireball, y'all. Come on. Yeah, thank you very much. Delayed laughter, I love it. A little 5-second timer. She just got that part. I love my sister. It's her first time in public. My wife is, my wife is not high maintenance unless it comes to food or alcohol. Her favorite alcoholic drink is called a Kir Royale, which apparently is French for $18. $18 for one drink? For that much money, it should come with some chicken wings. Yeah, man. But here's the thing, though, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I give her credit. I give my wife credit. She knows a good deal when she sees one. Like, ladies, y'all might be proud of her for this. She's excited because in the mail, she just got a Macy's gift card for $50. Yes, in other words, I just lost $300. Married people get that joke. Single people just looked at me like, dude, your math is way off. True, man, yeah. I don't know. So my wife wants to raise our child in the style of a gentle parent. Now, for those of you who don't know, let me explain. If you're a gentle parent, that means no spanking, no yelling, no shaming, no distracting, no forcing into a better mood. If you're a gentle parent, your only form of disciplining your child is just to acknowledge their feelings and just hope they stop being a little jerk. That's all you can do as a gentle parent. If your child is just throwing a temper tantrum, you're supposed to stare at him and go, I hear you. I see you're having some big feelings. You would like to play with the kitchen knife. And I don't think that's a very good plan. I'm gonna help you let go of it so I can keep you safe. All right, listen, you might not be impressed. My wife's impressed that I memorized that, okay? Took me a while, but I did it. But that's how you're supposed to talk to your child as a gentle parent. Now listen, I love my wife. I said, let's do this. I'm gonna do this, right? But I don't do it the way she wants, you know? I try really hard. But last week, she was so mad at me. She's like, Claude, you never listen to me. You don't discipline our child the way we talked about. You don't stack the dishes correctly. How many times do I have to remind you? I hear you. I see you're having some big feelings. You would like to have a 3-hour argument, and I don't think that's a very good plan. I'm gonna help you let go of your anger so I can keep me safe. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? It got me out of the argument. That's right. Got me out of the argument and onto the couch. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm an optimist, okay? I'm an optimist. If I was a transformer, I'd be Optimus Prime. I'm all about turning negatives into positives, you know? Sometimes I have bad luck that happens to me. I just try to make the most of it, right? Listen, I don't want to brag, but recently I got carjacked. Control your jealousy. I don't recommend it, all right? Here's the thing, I got carjacked. I don't drive an expensive vehicle. So I'll tell you from experience, the only thing worse than getting carjacked is explaining to your jacker how to operate your piece of crap. It's embarrassing. It's like, get out of the car! All right, dude, but you better come around because this door doesn't open. Give me your money. Okay, I don't have any cash, but I got a bank card. But the strip is broken. So you gotta blow the dust off of it. Then you gotta lick it, then stick it. He got so mad at me, he tried to hit me with the gun. It fell, I grabbed it, so now I'm like, who's in control now, punk? He goes, all right, look, the trigger's busted, so you gotta cock it back half the way. Everything's broken, man. Now listen, I want you to be honest on this too. If this applies to you, make some noise. How many people in here tonight admit they've ever driven a hunk of junk piece of crap car? Come on, let's right now. Thank you. I'm glad y'all were honest, because you know what? I saw the parking lot, people. We know who we are. That's right. You ever drive a car so bad, if somebody hits you, you're like, whatever, it's a piece of crap. Another dent, another day, baby. Go ahead, hit me. I need the money, dude. By the way, I don't know why, but I drive like a rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Woo! I've upgraded. I got a better car now. But man, the last one I had, it was old. Here's how old the last car was. You know when a car gets really dirty, somebody takes their finger and they write on it, wash me? On mine, somebody actually wrote, throw me away. I think it was my mom. She spelled all the grammar right. Yeah, I tell you this, a lot of people don't know this about me. I have ADD. Look, everybody just stared at me at the same time like, no kidding. We'll take things we already knew for 200, Alex. You guys are like, you don't have ADD, dude, you have ADHD. It's true, I just don't have time for the H. You guys, I love you guys. I was just messing with you earlier. Look, the Amish people are like, this is the weirdest magician ever. He needs a rabbit. I do it. Listen, man, we get a bad rap with ADD, but let me tell you something. You know what's great about ADD? If you have ADD, you never get depressed. Yeah, you can't get depressed with ADD. Why? You don't have time. It's beautiful, man. With ADD, you're like, oh, man, I just got fired. Hey, it's a butterfly. Problem over. Come on, Amish people, let's do this. That was great. I just dove across the stage, chasing an imaginary butterfly, bounced off the column, and half of you looked at me like, oh no, he reminds me of my kid. I got some good news for you, Utah. You got good news coming at you. Here it is. You can learn something by watching my show tonight. That's right. For example, you can learn that your kid can get a job someday. There's hope. Yes. Your kid can totally get a job someday. Telling jokes for 300 people in Provo, Utah at a dry bar comedy special, baby. Come on. Bam. You guys are awesome, man. I was joking one night about ADD, and this lovely lady came up to me after the show. She goes, I have a question. Are you ever worried about offending people who have ADD? I was like, heck no. If people with ADD get mad at me, it's gonna last for like 3 seconds. They'll get over it. They got a lot of things to almost do. Thank you for getting that part, Utah. If you have ADD, you might not finish anything, but you start something new every 5 minutes. Keep busy. I tell you what, though, man, I am ADD. I'm also dyslexic. I really am dyslexic. Yeah, you too. All right. Of course you are. You're yelling before the joke. Absolutely. That or you're psychic. It's true, man. We get a bad rap, you know? Because you tell people you're dyslexic, they think not only do you read backwards, but you behave backwards. That's not true. It's not like when I get into a car, I yell shotgun and jump in the trunk. I mean, not anymore. Yeah, I joke about dyslexia, but was one awesome benefit. There's one amazing benefit of being dyslexic. Here it is. I got pulled over by the police recently. It was a DUI checkpoint. I wasn't drinking at all, but they were making everybody take a test. And I was like, oh, great. He's going to make me touch my nose or stand like a peacock, right? But no, the cop goes, all right, son, I want you to say the alphabet backwards. Really? Thank you. All right, the alphabet backwards. Gee, officer, how would that go? ZYXWVUTSRQPONMKJIHGFEDCPNA. Hey! Now I said my ZYX. Let me go, 'cause I'm not gonna wreck you up. Thank you, Utah. I can't hear you, Utah. Thank you very much. I sang that song, then I got arrested for being a jackass. Fair enough. Hey, as long as I didn't get arrested for drinking and driving. That's right, because I do not need an IUD. Wow, you guys got it. Good job, Utah. Y'all are smart, man. This is a smart comedy crowd, and I really appreciate that. I always know when I have a nice, smart group of people in front of me, if you guys are laughing at jokes that my dumb friend never gets. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. We all have a dumb friend. That's right. Everybody here tonight, you have at least one dumb friend. And here's the deal. If you don't have a dumb friend, all your friends do. And you probably didn't even get that joke. Thank you very much, folks. I'm Claude Stuart. You guys have been awesome. Thank you, Utah. Have a great night. Thanks so much.
Hey, I'm Claude Stuart. Thank you so much for watching my Dry Bar comedy special. Now, VidAngel does something awesome. They give you the opportunity to tip the performer. Yes, you can give me a tip. Doesn't have to be finances. It could be tips on my marriage, life, how to deal with my parents. They're annoying. You can actually tip me financially. You can do a little bit, you can do a lot, or you can do so much it makes my hair stand up. Come on! Hey, look, and there's no pressure. You don't have to tip at all. But just keep in mind, I live in Los Angeles, I'm supporting a family, and if you don't, we're all gonna die of starvation. Huh? All the money I make, just so you know, goes to a wonderful charity. It's the MWAS, which stands for My Wife's a Shopaholic. It's a disease, we're trying to end it. I'm Claude Stuart, thank you very much, and just remember, there's no I in team, but there's two I's and I quit. Come on!